The big question, though, is why in the hell did Seth Rollins team up with the Wise Man?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, here, okay.
Wow. Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I'm done.
Don't break my heart again. Don't break my heart again, Paul.
Don't do it, Paul. Wise man.
Don't break my heart again,
Do it,
Paul.
Please.
So this gentleman right here, I call you a gentleman and you laugh, okay? So this jerk off right here says to me, how could I do it? I did it just to piss you personally off. Nobody else in the WWE universe, just you. I did it all just for you, personally. Now, what the are you going to do about it? Wow. And the answer is the same thing that Roman Reigns and CM Punk are going to do about it. Not a goddamn thing.
Jeez. It was Easter yesterday.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right.
So please be unlike your daughter and keep your mouth
Jeez.
shut.
Jeez Louise.
Wow.
Sorry, sir.
Wise man. Wow. Yeah, we apologize.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Would you like this or would you like the, it's up to you. Oh, back at commentary. Paul E. Dangerously is about to break down the action. Let me tell you, Paul, I watched your work at the roast of WrestleMania last night. I think you caught a couple bodies out there last night. That was quite a moment. I was lucky to be there, I will say. I was lucky to be there. But it feels like there is this edge to you right now, more so than ever before. Was this the plan whenever you joined Seth Rollins? Get a little bit more edgy, let people know they suck more? Or how are you feeling on this particular Overreaction Monday?
With my hands.
All right, okay. How are you feeling mentally and emotionally on this particular Overreaction Monday, Mania Monday?
Lose your best friend lately?
No?
Lose the ability to worship your own tribal chief lately?
No, I could still do this one right
Yeah.
Always.
No problem.
Wish I could too, but that was taken away from me, wasn't it? My Savior did not resurrect himself on Easter Sunday yesterday. He couldn't because he was put down on Saturday. And there was no resurrection. There was no benediction. There was no absolution in the life of the tribal chief Roman Reigns. And there couldn't be. Let's be clear about this. I didn't betray Roman Reigns.
What?
Did I put my hands on Roman Reigns on Monday night and shove him down to the canvas in front of millions of people watching at home? I didn't touch Roman Reigns. What did I do? I got shoved down to the canvas. I got emasculated in front of the entire WWE universe by my tribal chief Roman Reigns. I pleaded with him. My best friend did a favor, saved Roman Reigns' family.
Best friend.
CM Punk?
I agree with you. CM Punk, not much of a best friend. Look at the position that he put me in. What a compromising position CM Punk put me in against my own tribal chief. You know what that'd be like? That'd be like, Pat, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all that you do. Pat, check out this hot broad from Vegas. She's all yours. You go, oh man, I got my wife and my kid with me. Let's not even explore that possibility. Really, Pat? Why? Here's a possibility for you. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah. And do it right.
That is a tough predicament.
And do it right in front of your wife.
Yeah, that'd be no fun. My house would burn down. That's what you're saying. Got it. Got it. Okay, so CM Punk put you in a bad spot with the tribal chief because you owed him a favor, so you're mad at him.
So what kind of best friend was CM Punk?
That was bad. But who?
A lousy best friend.
So
a fake best friend.
So does.
That's right. That's right.
A shitty best
That's right.
friend.
Here's Michael Cole going, Sunday sins. Like the criticism belongs to me. Criticism belongs to CM Punk.
Paul, your entire life and career, you have gone to people that pay you the money, that give you the spotlight, so you can leech off them.
Whoa.
So
That's bullshit, Cole.
So I want to know.
That's bullshit.
I want to know how much Seth Rollins paid you to pull off this thing that happened on Saturday night.
You are a businessman.
About $1 less than Vince McMahon used to pay you to be JR's lackey.
Got him! Wise man.
I'm sorry, were you going to the lowest bidder back then? Never saw you jump to WCW.
Never.
I don't see you going to Jacksonville anytime soon.
Nope.
Oh, so you're staying with the highest bidder, right?
No, because
you're just like the hooker on Las Vegas.
I'm loyal to people, unlike someone else that is sitting next to me. And did you forget that you were the one that put your entire career and reputation on the line by turning Taz and I into the #1 commentary team in WWE? That was because of you. Had nothing to do with Jim Ross or anybody else. You believed in us. You backed us.
You're welcome.
So there you go.
And now how's he treat you? Now he's telling you
the same way CM Punk treated me. Treats me like crap. And then accuses me of being disloyal. I was loyal to CM Punk. I brought him back after the Hell in the Cell. I gave him a spotlight. I gave him a chance to redeem himself with the tribal chief Roman Reigns. And he puts me in this impossible, emotional, compromising position that was an absolute no-win. Not only was it a no-win, it was a must-lose with my tribal chief Roman Reigns. And that's my best friend? Yeah, he's as appreciative as you are.
How could you take that moment away from Punk? You guys had built this for 20 years.
I didn't. No, wait a minute. You can't back that up. What was his dream?
To main event WrestleMania.
What did he do?
He main evented WrestleMania.
Was Living Color playing him? Did I ruin his day? Did I sit there all day fetching, going, I wish I could be in the corner from him. I wish I could hold you the fall. I never did that. What'd I do? I pumped him up. I primed him. I hugged him. I gave the man love and affirmation. I gave him the support he needed to main event WrestleMania.
You rubbed him in the back.
That was my promise.
You rubbed him in his back to soften it up.
That was my promise. My promise was to be in his corner for WrestleMania. I honored my promise. I honored my commitment. How am I disloyal to CM Punk? Nobody is making the case against me.
I am.
How?
Yeah, hit him right in the balls.
Damn right I did.
And you did the same thing to the guy who was gave you everything for 5 years.
All right, forget about this. Okay, so Roman Reigns threw your face to the canvas on Monday. You said, that's not my tribe. I'm sorry, I'm bringing up bad memories there. It looks like you're getting a little bit emotional there. I know it's a
tough situation.
Tough shove, too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was vicious.
He threw your face. I didn't like it either. I didn't like the still photos. Everybody had the still photos. His hand on your face. I didn't like it. So you think that he disrespected you on that particular day. Was Seth freaking Rollins the visionary, the revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins? Is he the one that's coming up to you and telling you about all these things? Like, you think CM Punk's a good person, put his arm around you, trying to smooch you whenever he knew Roman was coming to town? You think Roman cares about you at all? Was it Seth kind of pushing and needling you? Or was it you going to Seth saying, please, Mr. Visionary, you are the future of the business that I would like to work alongside. If you could just give me a peek behind the curtain in that relationship, I think I would be very thankful. And I'm sorry it's emotional one day. So a lot has happened. You're a Hall of Famer, married to the game.
Congratulations.
Well earned.
Sometimes the truth is so right in front of you that you do these Kennedy assassination conspiracy theories to try to figure out what's really going on. And this is a straight line. And it doesn't take me to point it out to Seth Rollins, and it doesn't take Seth Rollins to point it out to me. We just happen to be two like-minded, like-interested people walking into the main event of WrestleMania and understanding that we both suffered the same fate at the tribal chief Roman Reigns. That Roman Reigns uses everyone in his sight, squeezes the juice out of the fruit till it's not useful anymore, and then discards them, like he did to me. And that CM Punk, CM Punk does as much good to my reputation as Shannon Sharp does to ESPN.
Oh no, jeez. Oh boy. All right, see, all right. We don't need that. A lot going on.
Don't ooh me. I'm not the one getting sued.
Whoa, okay, all right. Whoa. We move along. We get it.
Wise man.
We get what you're saying.
Okay.
We get it. Okay.
So how long has this whole thing been in play, you and Seth, together?
You're looking for a conspiracy theory.
Well, I'm just asking a simple question. When did you guys decide to join forces?
Yeah, when did you guys start smooching?
When I handed him the chair.
Oh, no words need to be said. We're all speaking the same language. We're on the same wavelength right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Ty has a question for you, Wise Man.
Yeah, Wise Man, I'm just curious. I mean, I'm not used to seeing you like this. It's actually kind of messing me up a little bit. But, I mean, how do we get the marionette strings back? How do you, I mean, what's the plan of attack here? I can't. I'm looking at you, and it hurts my heart because I don't want to see you like this.
Well, the plan of attack is what happened at WrestleMania. I made sure of one thing. I lived up to every promise. I never betrayed my tribal chief. I took CM Punk to the ring, and I was in his corner for the main event of WrestleMania.
Hit him in the balls.
But here's
Three
what
times. He did one of these. Bang, bang, and a bang, bang, and a 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 bang.
Remember?
Ring the bell.
Boom. Pada, 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 pada.
You know, it's funny. I find it very interesting how at Mania they say the winner of the match is Seth Rollins. And he was, by the way.
Yes.
I find it even more satisfying in my dreams that there's someone who is now inside the head of Roman Reigns and inside the head of CM Punk, and all they hear is not the winner is Seth Rollins. They hear the losers of the match, Roman Reigns and CM Punk. And I'll even do it in that order and give Roman Reigns top billing because I know that pisses off CM Punk even more.
All right, so what should we expect out of you and Seth? What do you think? Is this going to be something like we've seen with you in the past with guys, or is this just a happen one night, we all have the same views, same visions, same dreams?
You tune in tonight to Monday Night Raw, and I will lay this out for you in such simplistic terms that even Roman Reigns and CM Punk will understand it.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Wow.
Connor has a question for you, Mr. Heyman.
Yeah, Wiseman, you're saying a lot here. Are you worried about the possible repercussions? You know, because Seth, he is a father, and now that the man is back, his duties might, take him elsewhere at times, and you could be left alone here. And so you're calling out Roman Reigns, you're calling out CM Punk. They live and breathe this shit. Are you worried that you might have to watch your back now, especially with some of the physical violence you've kind of taken over the last year?
Are you offering to be my backup?
I think you're going to need more than me, brother. I would love to be your backup.
I would concur with that assessment.
Exactly. You're going to need some more beef.
And so I shall go shopping.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Anybody in mind?
Yes.
And who would that be?
There's a lot of beef.
He's a lot big.
There's a lot of beef.
There's a certain viper out there.
Wagyu.
Can you give us any hint?
I know Wiseman ain't believing. I know that.
That's a little unsettling.
Michael Cole, you got any more brain busters for Paul Heyman, pal?
I was hoping for trying to do my job as a journalist, trying to get some answers.
Tone has a question for you, wise man.
Yeah, Sir Heyman, I know and you know, and this jerk-off over here doesn't know, as we found out. You did this out of the your heart. Your heart was in the right place and all this. You did nothing wrong to Roman Reigns. You did nothing wrong to CM Punk. I know that. You know that. They should know that. And like you said tonight, they will find that out. Why do you think, everyone... That guy fucking sucks. Why do you think you're so misunderstood, Mr. Heyman?
Who's the smart ass? You? The one that's going to get deported?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, amigo.
Mats are hot.
I may suck, but it's your mother that taught me how. Bitch of an audience today. I cannot wait till you're back in Indianapolis.
Amen, wise man. Amen.
You should have heard him last night at the roast. I didn't know what I was signing up for at that roast, okay?
And apparently, neither did Fluffy. God! You'd think you think the Miz would get pissed at me? No, Miz laughing his ass off. You think Braun Strowman? Literally, Braun Strowman goes up there crying that he's not on WrestleMania, and I tell him straight to his face, he's not on WrestleMania because he sucks. And did he get mad at me? Nope, he's rolling with the punches. You'd think Tony Hinchcliffe would get mad at me because I totally upstaged him on his own show and proved that it should be the Paul Heyman roast of WrestleMania, not the Tony Hinchcliffe roast of WrestleMania. Think he'd get mad at me? No. Who gets mad at me? A professional roaster. A guy that makes his living telling jokes on panels, a guy that makes a living doing roasts is the one guy that gets mad at me and wants to fight me on stage.
He was sitting directly next to me, and it was quite a scene.
And not only is he the one guy that wanted to fight me on the stage, he's the one guy whose ass I guarantee you I could kick.
Oh, hell yeah.
I didn't know you were sizing up a potential fight out there.
Well, when Fluffy walks in the room, how'd he do anything but size his fat ass up?
All right. Let's get back to, thank you for handling that situation for Tone earlier.
Yeah.
Buddy, we hope you stay, by the way. Tone has the rest of his question for you.
No, I just wonder, why do you think you're so misunderstood? Because I'm sitting down here, I understand everything you're saying. I know you didn't do anything wrong. Why these marks think you did so many things wrong?
You've been in the business since you're 14. You should know. Why do you think these people are so against what you did?
You see, it goes back to who created the island of relevancy. I really don't give a damn about their irrelevant opinions. Do you care about the opinions of people who are irrelevant? You don't care about the opinions of most people who are very relevant in your life. You don't care about the opinions of the people who pay you. Okay. They sit there and they go, hey, Mr. McAfee, don't talk about Shannon Sharp on the air today. Okay. And you go, I talk about anything I want. I'm Pat McAfee. Right. Watch me swing my schlong all over the place. They go, McAfee, don't talk about your podcast on the air. What do? I'm King Schlong. Okay. Watch me, Pat McAfee. Right?
This is on you. This is about you, not me. Accurate stuff,
right?
Accurate stuff, but
I mean, come on. Hey, last night when the roast was over and you and I were out back and you're going, wise man. By the way, it's puff, puff, pass, not puff, 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 chase down the gummy, puff, 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 pass, right? And you go, wise man. You know Stephen A. Smith really sucks, right? And I go, I love Stephen A. The man calls me the GOAT. The man, Stephen A. Smith, is on the air saying, if there's one person in the universe that I, Stephen A. Smith, at $70 billion a year want to be, it's the wise man Paul Heyman. And you sit there and you go, these ESPN bastards give me the same money as him, or they can.
No, that's not true. None of that's true. With that being said, there was a lot of weed being smoked last night.
Love that.
And I had a great time. With that being, Stephen A., I'm a big fan. You know that. Go get all the money you can get. All the money you can get. But I think you were more prepared for that roast than anybody else. And Miz goes up, Tony goes up first. does his thing. Good, by the way. A good reaction. Went well, sits down. Miz goes second. Miz has been preparing for a long time. I don't know. Miz had 100 jokes. He
started doing stand-up, right?
He literally was trying his best, started rolling through it. Did not go great. It did go good. I'm sorry, Miz. There was a couple moments where I go up immediately after, did not know what I signed up for. I'm just going to go sit down there. Fluffy goes. Braun Strowman comes out, takes his shirt off, goes bananas. I mean, the whole thing. Jeff Dye comes out. Jeff Dye, I believe, does this on a regular basis. Then Paul Heyman comes out. And there's just a different, the cadence of how everything was going was one way, and I'm kind of bopping through the clouds as this is going like, oh, okay, funny. All right, I'm dead tired. This is good. You came out there, and I mean, you took out just a full-on.
That Rollins flamethrower.
Yeah, there was. It was a Rollins flamethrower through the whole thing. You need to do that more often, I think, personally. I think they should be hiring you to do that. I think you and Tony should potentially team up out there. You don't do a lot outside the wrestling world. This has just been your life, strictly, full-time. All the shows you're not on air, I don't want to give away too much here, you're there, okay? This has been your entire being. Why has there never been a trip outside of the business? Will there ever be a trip outside the business? And is this this is what, forever, obviously. This is the pace you're going to be able to keep going, you think?
This industry keeps me very vibrant, and I love every moment of it, and I cherish every moment of it. This industry pays me very well. So doing projects on the outside, most of these projects can't afford me. Am I interested in some things? There are things that I'm interested in doing, yes.
Like last night was something you thought you'd be great at and said, you know what, I'm going to give this a go, because you did.
Yeah, they threw it my way, and I was like, okay. I didn't, I asked a couple times, hey, who's on the panel? I was not going to skewer the WWE guys. I mean, I kind of did, and The Miz and his wife, and but that was a lot of that was with a wink and a smile. But I wanted, what it's like. It's like, and I'll say this about you. Here you were, an outsider that came into our world, and you could do it as good, if not better, than the guys on top. From day one, you came in, we knew it. Logan Paul came into WWE. He's an outsider. Now, usually back in the days, Michael Cole can tell you about this. Back in the days when an outsider, like even a top football player would come in and go, hey, I want to be a wrestler. First thing they do is they take him down to the mat, they break his leg, they snap his ankle, they tear the tendon off the bone. The first thing we do is hurt you in this business. The very first thing that was always done. And then it's, if you really want this, you come back, then we'll teach it to you. So it was a very tough business for outsiders to break into, and it's very intimidating to break into this. Because as you can testify, just learning the rhythm of hitting the ropes or taking a turnbuckle, that's not easy. And outsiders will look at it and go, oh, you just run towards the rope. Really? Take an outsider, put them in a ring, say hit the ropes or take a turnbuckle. And they will realize very fast how complicated this industry truly is to do, to present, and to perform. You came in, you showed even top guys you could do it. And there was a lot of resentment against you at first for that, because you could do it better than the very top guys instantly, instead of guys who trained for 5 years. So could Logan Paul. So they came to me and they said, would you do the Roast to WrestleMania? And I said, you know what? I'm going to go on their stage. I'm going to steal their show. I'm going to do their shtick, and I'm going to do it a lot better than they can ever do. Now, if they asked me to enter a juggling contest with Penn and Teller or something, I wouldn't do it, because I can't juggle better than Penn and Teller. If they asked me to do a tap dance contest, I wish I could tap dance, but I can't, so I wouldn't do it. But on this, with a microphone in my hand, against anybody, let's fucking go.
I did not know you were going to be a part of it. Okay, I did not have enough information. I realized that quickly when I got there. Okay, I was like, I am ill prepared for whatever is about to take place. 10 o'clock local too, very, very late night. When I heard you were there, you should have seen the excitement. It was like I was a 12-year-old. I was in bed basically. And then all of a sudden I hear Paul Heyman's going to be here. I'm like, fucking yes. Had to make the rounds. Everybody had like a crew with him. Did you see everybody's crew?
Yes.
Everybody had a massive crew with them, so it was like nice to like, hey, good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. Is there catering here? I am starving. No, there's a couple, there's drinks over here.
Well, there's a difference between hunger and munchies.
Yeah. I'm kind of floating between both of them on a 24-hour period of that whole thing. But as soon as I heard you were there, I was jacked. And I would argue you, microphone, any setting, winner forever. I hope that does extend to some other stuff. Ty has another question for you, Wise Man.
I do, Wise Man. Just curious. We were talking about the being in the stadium and all that kind of stuff. Does it ever surprise you? I mean, obviously, you a lifer, like how this shit just gets bigger and like it was almost hard to kind of pay attention to everything going on because you just get so intoxicated being inside the stadium. What'd you think coming down the ramp and everything? I mean, is it kind of just another day, or do you actually get to kind of take everything and be like, holy shit, this is fucking incredible?
All of the above except for the first part, which is about being surprised about it. It's never just another day. Today is the day. Today is the day to steal the show. Today is the day to have the best performance of our career. Tomorrow we have to be better than today. The day after tomorrow we have to be better than tomorrow will be. If I can look back on our body of work 9 weeks ago, 10 weeks ago, and I like what I'm watching, I haven't grown as a performer. I haven't grown as a presenter. I haven't grown as a talent. I haven't grown as someone that takes a look at the industry and tries to move it forward. And if you're not growing, then you're dying and you fall into the past and someone passes right by you. So I take a very progressive approach to it. I also cherish every moment because every moment can be your last. The first WrestleMania that I was in someone's corner, coincidentally, was 2013 at MetLife Stadium, right over the bridge from New York from my house. And the first person I went out to the ring with that night was CM Punk against The Undertaker.
Oh, yeah?
First person. I also managed Brock Lesnar against Triple H. But the first time I was in someone's corner at WrestleMania was with CM Punk. And I told my kids that night who came to the show, if CM Punk and Brock come out to the ring alone, I didn't die in the back, I didn't have a heart attack or stroke or collapse, they benched me. And that can happen. Where literally the former chairman of the board could be sitting there eating a protein bar, watching the monitor, and the music is about to hit, and he goes, "Ball! Come here a minute. Have a seat with me. Watch this on the monitor together with me. Watch it play out." And that's it. It's over. You're benched. You've been replaced. Happened to him many times. Hey, the host of Monday Night Raw. No, you're not. Hey, the host of SmackDown. No, you're not. Hey, the host of Monday Night Raw. No, you're not. Hey, the host of SmackDown. No, you're not. How many times did they pull the rug out from underneath you? So it happens. So every time I get to do my thing, I cherish every moment of it, every moment of it like it's my last, and I look at every performance that I give as merely an audition to be invited back to the next show. With that being said, am I surprised at the success? No. You know why? Because we're good. Because what we do is quality. Because we have brought this business forward into an atmosphere that is sophisticated and that the audience can get emotionally invested into. And now you can be proud. It's no longer just a boutique industry with like, yo, you a wrestling fan? Yeah. WWE fan? Yeah, of course, man. Who else would I be a fan of? Yeah, well, ECW, yeah, I get that too. But you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, yo, I'm a WWE fan. Yeah. Check me, yo, you too, right? Yeah. Yo, what's up, brother? And it's just this thing. When Elon Musk colonizes Mars, the very first form of entertainment that Elon Musk will present will be WrestleMania from the planet of Mars. And I will accompany someone to the ring for the main event.
And I hope we're calling it. Hey, Paul, I do want to say this, because I've mentioned it a couple of times over, say, the last 5 years. People don't know how involved you've been in the behind the scenes of this wonderful story that started with the Bloodline and now has turned into where we are today. I have said that you deserve an Emmy Award for what you have done. And our business will never probably get that recognition. Maybe it will since we're changing, but seeing you write this, work with the talent involved, and how you've extended the story for as long as you have is absolutely incredible. At the top of the game, main event, every single time.
I concur with your assessment.
I figured you would.
I thank you for your kind words, and I concur with your assessment. I challenge the Emmy Awards to finally open their eyes and understand exactly what's going on in front of them. I mean, you know, it's not like we're bicycling tapes anymore in syndication. We're on Netflix. We're being covered by ESPN.
What?
We are consistently the #1 videos on YouTube. We are consistently the #1 guests on any podcast that has us on.
What?
So with that kind of global recognition and acceptance of the beautiful performance art known as professional wrestling, one would think that the Emmy Award people would open their eyes to what's truly going on in entertainment.
You would think.
And sooner than later, the public will speak up to such a degree that the Emmys will have no choice but to recognize us for our contributions to people's entertainment.
I hope so. I hope so. Because you directly and Michael Cole now at this point, 28 WrestleManias, have contributed to the entertainment portion of my life at a rapid clip and at a higher rate than any other broadcast company, production company, movie company, show company. It's 52 weeks a year, every year, forever, basically.
By the way, we just had a 12-hour off season.
Yep.
Exactly. We're starting the new season tonight.
Raw after Mania. Paul Heyman will explain why he took his right forearm to 2 different sets of sex on Saturday night. Connor has a question for you, Paul.
Yeah, Wiseman, do you think, to everything you just said, the new WWE Unreal show with the behind the scenes of the writing and the creative and how much goes into it will help that case? Because it feels like, maybe there isn't as much public knowledge about the creative and how it is 365. But documentaries sometimes, we've seen it with F1, they kind of bring a new light, a new angle to something, and it gives it a lot more pub. Do you think that's going to happen with the creative after the WWE Unreal series comes out?
Yes.
Good answer.
Do you hate it or no?
No. I accept it.
I watched the Unreal trailer, and I do not believe I am considered an old school guy by any parts. Do not want to act like that is the case. But as a person who operates with our show as a work, we think everything is, what it is. Real, brother. We think, this isn't a work, it is a shoot, but we think and treat it as a work all the time. And I think there is now a chance that, I don't know how it feels. Obviously, I can't wait to watch it. NFL Films involved, Omaha's involved, WWE's involved, Netflix is involved. It's going to be great. I don't know how much I love,
I don't have to love it. It's not for me to love. I'm a very, very old school guy.
The oldest of schools.
I go back to a theory of heels settle in the heat, babyface blows the comeback. It's that simple of an equation. That the good guy is the good guy because heroism will prevail, and the bad guy is the bad guy because on any given day he is unable to beat the good guy and therefore must cheat to do so. I mean, these are the fundamentals and the rudimentary thoughts of my mindset towards the industry. But I'm also very accepting of where the industry has gone and will go, and the culture and society's culture that pushes it forward. Do I like walking through the curtain and there's a camera right in my face documenting how I come out of the character that you see on TV? No, I don't like it. Am I going to fight against it? No, I'm not going to fight against it because those cameras are going to be there whether I like it or not. So I'm accepting of the fact that this is the change in the industry, and I better figure out how now to capitalize on that, how to expand from it, and how to be a part of it, or it's going to leave me behind. That's about being relevant. So if they do WWE Unreal, and every time that they say, we're going to mic you up for this meeting, and I go, oh, no, you're not going to put a microphone on me, not going to put a camera on me when I'm talking creative behind the scenes, well, then I won't be on WWE Unreal. and it's going to move on without me. So it's there. That train is leaving the station. You can go with the train into the future of this industry, or you can stay behind like these old timers and then go, you know, back in my day, this is not how we did it. It ain't your day anymore. And it ain't your day because you refuse to go into the future with the industry that is moving at a rapid pace that way. It'd be like someone going to Steve Jobs and saying, "Hey, we're gonna whip Kodak's ass by building a better camera inside of a phone. We're gonna put all the music inside of the phone. Everybody's life is gonna be right there inside of the phone." He goes, "Oh no. Music, you need a record player. Camera, you got to go to Photomat to have it developed." Baloney. The future was there. He went with it. Everybody else had to catch up. So anytime you see the future playing out in front of you, it's not for you to like. It's not even for you to have respect for it. It's for you to have an understanding of it and then master that understanding, or the world moves on without you.
Got it. And I think it'll bring more fans, too, and respect to the entire business. And that's massive respect for the way you view it.
What would your life have been if your dad, who I know is a big-time forward thinker, no?
Tim McAfee.
You don't think your father's a forward thinker? I see how much support he has given you in all your endeavors. If your dad said to you, "Pat, what are you doing? Podcast? What's a podcast? You can't do a podcast, Pat." "No, Pat, traditional media. You need to go on CBS or NBC or ABC.
Tim McAfee didn't say
Sounds
that.
like Tim.
Yeah. Tim McAfee was putting together a gazebo.
Okay, then if you didn't rebel against your stupid father, then tell me.
I'm on my. Tim is not the biggest brainiac when it comes to tech, but I say, "Dad, I'm doing a podcast." He goes, "I don't know what the fuck that is, but good luck out there." That is dead deer.
Yep.
That's what Tim's doing.
So if you didn't understand what the podcast world was, where would your career be today?
Yeah, I don't
if
know.
you just went with traditional media, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, right?
Yeah.
It's over. Come on.
I got it. We got to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge our way into the future and into technology. And I think from what I've seen, once again, NFL Films, great at what they do. WWE, great at what they do. Netflix, great at what they do.
Paul Heyman, better than all of them.
At what he does.
Amen.
So if everybody's coming together, I assume it's going to be magical, and hopefully the respect will grow for the amount of work that is done behind the scenes by the Paul Heymans and the others. Ty has another question for you.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, but do you think is there any part of it? I mean, I know you're just saying, but like as a fan, like shouldn't some stuff be left up to your own imagination so you can?
But I'm not
make
making that decision. I'm not the one calling that shot.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not going to change their opinion of it unless they ask me in such a manner that my contributions to the conversation can weigh in on the decision. They didn't ask me, so it's happening anyway. So since it's happening anyway, I'm either a part of it or I'm not. So you jump on the train, or you let the train leave the station without you.
Do you think the discussion between, like, Triple H came on the show on Friday and basically, gave an analogy about how invested everyone is, but how they feel like they have the right to kind of book anything. Do you think that that's just going to make that exponentially bigger, where because people are seeing the behind the scenes stuff, they're going to feel like they should have a say in how these shows are put together, and it's kind of just going to continue to, I don't want to say create that divide, but obviously that shit's very loud.
I think the public has always been able to dictate what we do. If you like the presentation, you will buy a ticket to support it and come and see it. And if you don't like what we're doing, you'll stop coming, and we'll have to sit there and say, "Hey, the gates are down, the t-shirts aren't selling, nobody's watching the TV show, no one's tuning into the podcast, no one's buying this, no one's on our website. Hey, we got to change course." The public is the ultimate judge. The public has the ultimate sway. The public chooses what they like, in which case they buy. The public doesn't. We're salesmen. We're commerce facilitators here. So either we sell successfully and we know we're doing it right, or we don't sell successfully and we know we got to change it up.
Who are some of the young people in the industry, in the WWE, whether it's NXT, LFG, Evolve, or even on the Raw or SmackDown rosters, Speed, I guess,
Yeah.
and that. Who are some of the young studs that you kind of have seen since the beginning and go like, okay, future of the industry could be in a good spot here with this particular person? Who?
Seth Rollins.
Amen. Who?
Seth Rollins.
There's others, maybe.
Seth Rollins.
Okay. Seth Rollins' future of the industry going to carry the industry into higher heights than there's ever been.
Seth Rollins is exactly where Roman Reigns was in August 2020. Roman Reigns was a multi-time WrestleMania main event. Roman Reigns was a multi-time WWE heavyweight champion. Roman Reigns was a multi-time Universal heavyweight champion. Roman Reigns had been on top for 8 years in WWE. The big dog was as big a name in WWE as he possibly could be. And then he sat on the couch next to Paul Heyman, and the tribal chief was born. And tell me anybody who truly remembers the big dog today.
OTC, 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 OTC.
You're welcome. And that's exactly where Seth Rollins is today. Everything that you've seen Seth Rollins accomplish has led him up to this point in his career. And the same transformation of the big dog into the global record-breaking box office attraction known as the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns is the same step up that Seth Rollins takes starting tonight.
Can't wait to watch, can't wait to listen. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on Netflix, 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday Night Raw will be blessed by the presence of the wise man, Paul Heyman.
Love you, wise man.
Hey, baby, Paul.
Love you, wise man.
Here we go, wise man. Oh, Cole, you dork.